Good afternoon, Student Television Network. I'm Alexzandria Rogers.
And I'm Jorges, and you're watching a very special edition of WBTV.
On today's show, we see how testing is causing stress among students, the risk and consequences of car accidents,
how athletes experience turmoil on the field, and how immigrants undertake confusion when they enter the U.S. Get ready, STN. This is WBTV.
Students all across the country experience standardized testing at some point during a regular school year. Although the original FCAT was discontinued, the new FSA features the same type of questions to determine if one is ready to move on to the following grade. Reporter Alexis Jones has more information.
The controversial Florida Standard Assessment has recently made its way to classrooms across the state. As well, FSA testing has become the main topic of debate at the dinner table.
I feel like it was kind of ridiculous that they didn't let us tell our parents what we were being tested on because they had the right to know because they are our parents. So the fact that we weren't allowed to tell them, we had to keep it a secret and basically lie to our parents it just wasn't okay.
FSA testing has placed a new burden on the shoulders of Florida students and their parents.
The kids seem really stressed out. They're not happy about taking the tests. They're led to believe if they don't do well on these tests, they won't move up a grade and they'll fail.
The FSA that is replacing the previously known FCAT has caused distress in the lives of teachers, students, and their parents. This has been Alexis Jones reporting for WBTV.
As teenagers, we love to drive and the freedom that comes with it. However, sometimes we might forget the financial consequences that take place when accidents occur. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with gas, vehicle, and insurance prices. To tell us more, here's reporter Brianna Kennedy.
Driving is the biggest means of transportation, with roughly 210 million licensed drivers in the U.S. alone. But driving may cause more turmoil than convenience. In 2014, over 32,000 car accidents with injuries were reported, having domino effects of heightened insurance, car repairs, and fear of the driver getting back on the road.
After my car accident, my insurance started raising about $200 a month, so I had to start paying for that, and I have to start putting money away to start paying for repairs. It's going to cost me about $500. Driving on the interstate always puts a fear on me, especially since my tires and all that. You never know what could be wrong with the car.
Insurance rises nearly 41% after an accident. The price of gas also puts a burden on drivers, forcing many to use different modes of transportation.
Driving or having a car has been really hard for me because my family simply cannot afford the insurance. There's too many of us trying to drive at the same time. So I tend to carpool with a lot of my friends or a lot of other family members because it's just simply more economical.
Although there are many consequences with driving, millions still use this as a mode of transportation, showing the architecture of our city does not allow for walking. This has been Brianna Kennedy reporting for WBTV.
As you can see, driving is a huge responsibility.
That's right, and those consequences can often be taken by surprise. It's time for a break.
But when we come back, we'll see how athletes and immigrants might experience turmoil and how they overcome it.
Make sure you take a look at our next film. Stay tuned.
When the opportunity presents itself, you must take it.
My name is Jacob Frederick Flowerstein. Am I getting kidnapped?
Actually, yeah, you are.
I just want my son back.
I want to see those punks here for the night. I need those kids home safe.
Can we at least get some milkshakes?
Making my way downtown.
Walking fast, faces pass, and I'm homebound.
Freeze! Hands up where I can see them. Oh, sorry, wrong guys.
When the opportunity presents itself, you must take it.
My name is Jacob Frederick Flowerstein. Am I getting kidnapped?
Actually, yeah, you are.
I just want my son back.
I want to see those punks here for the night. I need those kids home safe.
Can we at least get some milkshakes?
Making my way downtown.
Walking fast, faces pass, and I'm homebound.
Freeze! Hands up where I can see them. Oh, sorry, wrong guys.
Welcome back. We often see how injuries affect athletes' performance on the field. What we don't see is the passion that drives them to keep playing, completely disregarding their injuries. Also, some athletes are oblivious to the risk of continuing to play while being hurt. Reporter Kyle Brown has the details.
Every year, millions of athletes become victim to injury, and over 1.35 million of them happen in their youth.
One day I was playing in a game and I hadn't really stretched much before it started, and I overstretched my leg and I pulled my groin. I had no idea at the time what had happened, so I kept playing and it just made it worse.
I was running with the ball and I stepped on the ball and my ankle just rolled over the ball and I just rolled my ankle.
See, I was in the corner of the box, I was going for the header, and when I came down someone's ankle and I rolled my ankle.
As tough and determined as players are, they know if they want to keep playing, they must rest before they receive a life-changing injury.
It affected me because it's impacted me to know to always stretch before a game, to make sure I'm always well warmed up.
It's not going to affect my future too much because I rested it for a couple of days even after that match, and I found a full recovery, so it's not going to affect me too much in the future.
In all sports, just like soccer, many athletes find themselves in a state of turmoil after risking so much to play. This has been Kyle Brown reporting for WBTV.
America is a melting pot for people looking for a better life. However, immigrants may not realize that it's not what it seems. With language, economic, and cultural obstacles, people might find that immigrating was not what they hoped for. Maher shares his outlook on these issues.
America, the land of dreams, but that's actually not the case. Everyone that lives outside of the States may hold this country on a pedestal. However, when reality hits, immigrants realize there's many factors that come with being the minority. According to the Washington Post, nearly 2 million people reside back to their country for reasons that may not be spelled out so easily for the ones who come here, such as difficulty finding a job, language barrier, and the desire to be close to loved ones. In the end, the ones who overcome the turmoil are the ones who shape the country into what it is today. I'm Maher for WBTV.
Today we learned that people deal with confusion and chaos in different ways.
Thanks for tuning in. This has been Alexzandria Rogers
and Jorges. Enjoy the rest of the convention.